Howdy friend, Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy friend, welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for February 3rd. In 1836, Colonel William B. Travis and 30 cavalrymen from the new regular army reached the Alamo. He had initially opposed taking such a small force to the Alamo, but acquiesced under the orders of Provincial Governor Henry Smith. In the ensuing days, Travis agreed with Lieutenant Colonel James C. Neal and Colonel James Bowie that the Alamo must be defended to prevent the interior of Texas from being open to Santa Anna's large invasion force. A fateful decision, to be sure. In 1845, Nacogdoches University was chartered, likely the first non-sectarian institution of higher learning in Texas. One of its charter provisions was, no religious sectarian tenets or doctrines shall be inculcated in the course of instruction. It ceased functioning as a university in the late 1890s, and in 1904 the property was ceded to the Nacogdoches Independent School District. The main building, now a museum, became a registered Texas Historical Landmark in 1962 and was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1971. In 1854, Betty E. Ballinger was born in Galveston. She co-founded the Daughters of the Republic of Texas and was an active suffragette. Ballinger died in 1936. In 1888, Alpine in Brewster County took its official name. The first community at the location in 1882 was called Osborne, later renamed Murphyville in 1883, and finally Alpine in 1888. The home of Sul Ross University, it is considered one of the 50 safest and most affordable retirement places in the United States. In 1889, Myra Maybelle Shirley Reed Belle Starr, what a name, was killed by an unknown assailant on the Choctaw Reservation near the Canadian River. As a young woman in Dallas, she became involved with members of the Younger, James, and Star gangs, which were terrorizing Texas and surrounding states. When her first husband, James Reed, was killed in 1874, she married Cherokee Sam Starr in 1880, but he was killed by an Indian policeman. After serving time for horse theft, Belle became known as the Bandit Queen. She had several subsequent lovers and survived most of them. Though she was not widely known initially, Belle became a national legend. In 1896, the Galveston Brewery officially began operations in Galveston. Just 4 years later, its buildings survived the 1900 hurricane. Brewery operations ceased on January 16, 1919 at the beginning of Prohibition, and it began producing a non-alcoholic cereal beverage called Galvo, and later, a soft drink under the XXX label. After several changes in ownership, it became the Galveston Houston Brewery in 1934. In 1953, renowned baseball coach William Billy Dish died in Austin. Uncle Billy served UT Austin as baseball coach for 29 years, during which the Longhorns won 20 Southwest Conference championships, as well as championships in the earlier Texas Intercollegiate Athletic Association. His winning percentage as coach was a phenomenal .740. The Dish Falk baseball field at UT Austin is named for his and Bib Austin's Augustus Falk's honor. Dish was inducted into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. In 1959, rock and roll singers Buddy Holly, Giles Perry, J.P. Richardson, otherwise known as the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens were killed in a plane crash near Mason City, Iowa. Holly, whose real name was Charles H. Holly, was born in Lubbock on September 7, 1936, and Richardson was born in Sabine Pass on October 24th, 1930. And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for February 3rd. Thanks so much for listening. We will catch you back here tomorrow on the next one.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.